A massive leak has surfaced, revealing the entire future roadmap of the Assassin's Creed franchise, including long-term plans spanning several years. Ubisoft hasn't been in great shape lately, and the reason is pretty obvious. One failed release after another: Avatar, Skull and Bones, X-Defiant, Star Wars Outlaws, and you probably already know the rest. To turn things around, Ubisoft recently formed a separate company with Tencent, focused on Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. This clearly shows they're betting big on Assassin's Creed to recover losses and bring in profits. That's why in today's video, you'll learn about 10 upcoming Assassin's Creed games that are currently in development. Stick around till the end. You won't want to miss any of it. First, let's get one thing clear. All the information we're about to analyze and discuss in this video is based on leaks, rumors, and statements from a few credible insiders. Nothing has been officially confirmed by Ubisoft yet, and there's always a chance the roadmap could change over time. As you probably know, the most reliable Ubisoft leaks usually come from Insider Gaming's Tom Henderson. According to him, Ubisoft is planning to release at least 9 Assassin's Creed games over the next 6 years. Each of these games has been given a code name, and we'll be going over each one in detail. But let's be honest. With so many games in the same franchise, who's even going to play all of them? The answer is actually pretty simple. Not every game is made for everyone. Ubisoft's new strategy is to create something for every type of player. For example, 2 RPG-style games are coming for fans of Origins and Valhalla. 3 remakes are being made for those who love the classic Assassin's Creed style. There's a small casual game for light gamers, and 2 multiplayer games for those who prefer online play. And yes, even mobile gamers are getting 2 titles in this roadmap. So now, let's go through each of these games one by one, following the likely release order. One of the planned games was called Codename Mask. It was being developed specifically for mobile devices as a Netflix exclusive. You might remember how the GTA Definitive Editions were once available for free with a Netflix subscription, but this game was going to be different. Codename Mask was being built in direct collaboration with Netflix itself. Normally, Netflix games are tied to their original shows or movies, but the GTA example proves that Netflix is now getting serious about adding full-scale games to its platform. But here's the bad news. According to Tom Henderson, this game might have been canceled. It's not fully confirmed, though, as even he used uncertain wording in his statement. So for now, this is the only title on the roadmap that seems uncertain. All the other games, at least for now, are still moving forward. The next project is Codename Jade, and you've probably already heard about it. Its official title is Assassin's Creed Jade, and it will be the first mobile-only open-world AC game since Assassin's Creed Identity back in 2014. This game is set in ancient China and will be the first in the franchise to offer full character customization. And unlike some of the other titles, this isn't just a leak or rumor. The game has an official website, complete with details, an overview, and official links. Sure, those links might not be working at the moment, but the game's existence is confirmed. There are also gameplay videos and teaser trailers available on YouTube if you're curious. According to Tom Henderson, this is expected to be the next Assassin's Creed game to launch. It's being developed in collaboration with Tencent, which further confirms that it's already deep into production. Next up is the Assassin's Creed franchise's first full-on multiplayer game called Codename Invictus. What's most surprising is that this game won't be a typical Assassin's Creed experience. Instead, it will be a platformer similar to Fall Guys or Stumble Guys, where 16 players compete against each other to complete obstacle courses as fast as possible. There are even reports that if the project meets expectations during internal testing, Ubisoft already has a roadmap for 5 years of support and updates planned for it. From what we understand, the game will likely use Assassin's Creed-style parkour mechanics to build these multiplayer elements. The big question now is, if Ubisoft takes this path away from the franchise's traditional assassin vibe, how will the fans react? The next project is probably the one everyone is waiting for the most. Yes, you guessed it right. I'm talking about the remake of Assassin's Creed Black Flag, codenamed Obsidian. When it first released, its sales were low, but over time it became a cult classic. In fact, many consider it the best game in the entire franchise. According to Tom Henderson, Obsidian and Invictus might even release around the same time. This way, the original fans can enjoy their favorite game with updated visuals and mechanics on a new engine, while new fans get to experience a free multiplayer game. This isn't the first time Ubisoft has released 2 Assassin's Creed games simultaneously. Remember when Unity and Rogue launched literally on the same day? Both were full-sized, proper games. So this time it looks like we'll get a remake and a multiplayer game releasing together again. Now let's talk about a project that hasn't been officially revealed much yet, but from what we know, this game is set to be the darkest and most unique entry in the franchise. Codename Hexe, formerly known as Project Neo during development, is expected to launch after support for Shadows ends. Since Shadows still has about 2 years of planned DLC support, Hexe will release after that, with an additional year of extra content already decided. This will be a full, proper game, similar in scale to Valhalla or Shadows. As for the setting, leaks suggest Hexe will be a horror-themed game featuring witch trials, dark magic, and other dark historical themes. During the 1600s, parts of Rome saw witch trials where people accused of magic or dark arts were burned alive. This game will follow that period closely. According to leaks, some real historical incidents will even be included. You can see their names on the screen now. Pause the video if you want to read them. Basically, this will be an Assassin's Creed game like we've never seen before. Of course, this direction is a bit risky, but if Obsidian is for the original fans and Invictus is for casual and new players, then Hexe is aimed at those who want something bold, different, and a bit more mature. It will follow an RPG style like Origins and Odyssey, but we'll see how it turns out. The next major RPG project is Codename Scarlet, set to release after Hexe's DLC support ends. Although Ubisoft hasn't officially revealed anything about this game yet, Tom Henderson has confirmed that Scarlet has been greenlit and is now in production. There's also speculation that Scarlet might actually be the same game previously leaked as Nebula. If that's true, the game will be set across not just 1 or 2, but 3 different locations: India, the Mediterranean, and the Aztec Empire. Henderson even called it the next big RPG, suggesting it could be as large as Valhalla or even bigger. So, we'll have to wait and see how it turns out, if it ever releases. Project Stardust will be Ubisoft's second remake, but it will only enter production after Obsidian, the Black Flag Remake, officially launches. The problem is, it's still unclear which original game Stardust is remaking, and even Tom Henderson doesn't know. One thing is certain though, Ubisoft is taking this remake approach seriously, and plans to bring back nostalgic content for the original fans. There was some speculation recently that an Assassin's Creed 1 remake might be in the works, so Stardust could be that. Many fans in the comments mention how the old Assassin's Creed games had a unique feel, so Stardust might be for them, but until it officially enters production, don't get your hopes up too high. If Invictus fails to attract an audience, Ubisoft has another multiplayer game lined up called Emerald, set to release just a few months after Stardust. So, looking at the pattern, Ubisoft clearly has a pipeline where single-player remakes and multiplayer experiences will launch in balance. There's also a plan for 5 years of support for Emerald, but only if the game meets the developers' expectations after launch. According to Henderson, Emerald could be the same PvE-focused game that was previously developed under the codename Raid. It seems one of these 2 projects has been cancelled, and Emerald might be the final version. So if you're into co-op missions, team-based gameplay, and maybe an open-world Assassin's Creed, Emerald could be for you. Now it's all about seeing how far Ubisoft pushes its multiplayer efforts after Invictus. Now looking at the last 2 games on this long list, unfortunately, neither has an assigned codename, nor have their developers been finalized, and the theme or setting is still unknown. However, one of these will be the 3rd major RPG game planned for release after Scarlet's 2-year DLC support ends. This means it could become the 4th big RPG following Valhalla, Shadows, and Scarlet, and might explore entirely new historical periods. And finally, we come to another remake. As I mentioned, no details about this game have been confirmed yet. The only thing confirmed is that it will release exactly 1 year after the 3rd RPG. Which classic game it will remake is still just a guess. So, who would you like to see return? Ezio, Connor, Altair, or someone else? Let me know in the comments below. We've already covered everything about Assassin's Creed, so now let's talk a bit about some other games. Far Cry's extraction-based multiplayer shooter project Maverick was recently rebooted. It was originally planned to be the online component of Far Cry 7, but in 2023 it was turned into a separate project. According to Tom, both Maverick and Far Cry 7, codenamed Project Blackbird, are currently in development. The game is set in Alaska's harsh weather, where players will have to survive against wild animals, AI enemies, and other real players. In their recent earnings call, several updates were revealed. For example, the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake is expected to release before April next year. Also, Rainbow Six Mobile and Division Resurgence Mobile are planned for this financial year. New games will keep coming, but before that, the CEO brought his son back into the company. This decision has drawn criticism because some believe the son's involvement caused the studio's current problems. So, what real changes can he bring by coming back? That was everything we know so far about Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Ubisoft's upcoming mobile games. What do you think about this entire roadmap? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're curious about the top 10 most controversial gaming characters, click on the video on the right. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you more great content. I'll see you in the next one.